What's up, everybody? This is Joe the OG coming to you from Cashville. Now, everybody knows about this whole David Carradine shit, and on how he died. And it's awfully funny that they said it was a suicide, then they changed it from suicide to murder. And it's awfully funny on how all this is going on, and this the family thought he did kill himself for the sex act, but it's funny though. His wife, the woman he was married to, his ex-wife, one of his ex-wives said he was a sex addict, but another wife said he wasn't addicted to sex. Now, one of the first ex-wives says that he wasn't addicted to sex, but the second one, but that last one did. Don't you think that last ex-wife was telling a lie? And it's funny on how they say a prostitute walked out of his room and he was dead. Now he was hanging in the closet. Now hold on, this is funny. This is the funny shit right here that gets to me. The funniest shit that I thought, okay, they said it was a suicide. Okay, he hung himself. I said, yeah, that's suicide. It is. But they say he hung himself in the closet. I said, okay, he hung himself in the closet. That's a murder, not a suicide. If it was a suicide, he would have did it in the room so everybody could see and leave a note. Said, okay, fuck this. Would have said, fuck this or whatever, and hung himself off in the room. No, there would have been a note. There would have been his body in the room. There wasn't no note. His body wasn't in the room, and that was kind of fucked up. Like, okay, his body was in the closet, but there's no note. That was a murder. That wasn't a fucking suicide. That was a damn murder. Now, think about this. Now think about this crime. Sounds so fucking familiar. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's Chris Farley. God rest his soul. A good comedian, wonderful comedian. He dealt with drug problems. Yeah, he did, and weight problems. But he was a good comedian, though. He was a good stand-up person. But it's funny, he died almost the same way as David Carradine. You ever think about that, ladies and gentlemen? You ever think about that? It's funny. People say, oh no, he had an addiction problem with drugs. I know, but still, how do you know it was a murder for real? And he was depressed, I know. But they died, like I said, they died the same way, but different. You see what I'm saying? They said that Chris Farley died of overdose, but he was purple in the face. David Carradine hung himself, and he was kind of blue in the face. Chris Farley had a hooker leave his house. David Carradine had a hooker leave his hotel room. Both big stars, both dead, but one of them was a murder, but the other one was labeled as suicide. Now, how do you know that Chris Farley's death was a murder? A man that was on top of his game, clean as can be, on top of his game, just made his last movie. How you know this man was was, was murdered? Every celebrity that was on top of their game gets killed. Think about it. Think about it. Now you look at John Belushi. Nobody wasn't there but the people who were smoking crack with him. And look what happened. He died of an overdose. They said overdose. But like I said, how many celebrities' death has been labeled as a suicide, it, but it's really a murder? Think about it. Take a second. How many celebrities murders, I mean death has been labeled as a suicide, but it could have been a murder? They didn't really take a good look. You see what I'm saying? So David Carradine was looked at as a suicide, but they look okay. It's funny. His body was in the closet. A footprint that doesn't match his. There is no suicide note, and a hooker left his hotel room. It's a murder. Now y'all think about that for one hot damn minute. How many celebrities have been killed, but they labeled as murder? Like that dude from that Sidekick movie with Chuck Norris. How you know that motherfucker really committed suicide? You don't know. Oh, he died of suicide. No, somebody shanked his ass. Somebody killed him. They just want to market as a suicide just to get on. They don't really give a damn. And this is Joe the OG, and I'm telling like it is, man. How many was really murders? Kung Fu Master, rest in peace, bro, man. You was a good dude in Kung Fu. Kicked ass and killed Bill. Every character, rest in peace, brother. This is Joe the OG.